Hey guys, it's Pinky here. I thought I'd give you a little update on what's growing in the greenhouse and how tall all of our plants have gotten. And then I'll take you outside and show you what's growing in the garden itself. So right now in the greenhouse we have lots of tomatoes. If you guys didn't already know, I planted about 300 tomato plants, 308 to be precise, and almost all of them germinated. So for those who want to see, there's a lot. But here are some of the tomatoes. I'm going to try to show you all of them, the ones I've got in here in the greenhouse, and then I've put some outside because it's just been so beautifully warm. I know I'm still 3 weeks out from our last frost date, but I've decided to sacrifice these three. I've got plenty to go around. My neighbor actually just got some. I can't wait to give her her batch of tomato plants, and I'm giving her a couple extra that she doesn't know about. But here are our tomato plants. Alright, so here's some of them. These are the smaller guys. They're just starting to come out here. But they're the Romas, the Testlands, which I've just started growing this year. And then I've got some of the Kentucky Orange beefsteaks and these Golden Jubilees, which I can't wait to try these. I've also got some of the Black Prince, which are right here, and I cannot wait to try those. They're another one, along with the Anna Russian or Annie Russian variety. They're back here. But yeah, some of these are just humongous. These are the Chadwick cherries. And then if you notice here, my red pears, they're doing beautiful. They're huge. They were planted quite a while back, and they actually need to be watered a little bit. But I've got 3 of these guys that I'm gonna probably end up selling, hopefully. And then I've got Cherokee Purple coming out of my ears. And then there's this one. This is my new one. Really new to me this year. It's the Silvery Fir Tree from M.I. Gardner, and this one, it has the coolest leaves on it. I don't know if you guys can see those, but they look almost like a marigold seed or leaf here, so I cannot wait to see what their tomatoes look like. But it's supposed to be a really big bushy plant, so I gotta find somewhere to put him. But then we've got more over here. And then, sorry about the mess, guys. I've got plants everywhere. As you can see, my table is completely covered in plants. Just about. And then these guys here, these are the Porters. And then I've also got cherry tomatoes in here. So these guys, they're about ready to go in bigger pots because they're getting to the point where they're getting a little leggy in here. And then, ta-da, the mountain of tomatoes. But these 3 Cherokee Purple are sold right now, so I'm getting ready to deliver these probably tomorrow or the day after. And they are just beautiful. And she's gonna get a little extra beauty there. But then I've got all of these, and most of these in this row here are all cherry tomatoes. So they're all different varieties. Some are like the Pink Bumblebee from Baker Creek. There's the Yellow Pear from Baker Creek, the Sunshine Blueberry. We got another pear, and then I've got Early Cascade, and then some baby Romas. And then these guys, funny story about these are actually from 10-year-old seed packets from Gurney's. So these are actually doing fairly well for being 10-year-old seeds. These are Roma tomatoes that I purchased from Gurney's and completely forgot about them. But there are those, and then we got Golden Nugget, which are down here. we've got some black seaman tomatoes, some tigerillas. I've got some more yellow pear, more aromas. Those are just regular aromas from I think either a seed trade or MI Gardener. Then I got these delicious ones from MI Gardener. I can't wait to try these. They're supposed to be a slicer variety, and they're supposed to be a good canning variety. And then these Kentucky Orange. This I got in a seed trade, so I can't wait to see how it does. And then these great white tomatoes I got in a seed trade. And these guys are really cool. I saw that they're white, so I can't wait to see how good they're going to taste. And then these orange over here, these guys, they're orange. They were from a tomato that somebody gave me, and I saved the seeds from it, so we'll see what comes out of those, if they end up actually producing a tomato that I can keep at the house. And then of course more Cherokee Purple. I got tons of those, oh my lord. And then I got some Gilbert tomatoes and more red pear. I've just got red pear coming out of my ears. And then these are the Sweetie cherry tomatoes. So I've got a million tomatoes. And see, there's more tomatoes over here. And then these are the ones that are already sold for my neighbor. She doesn't know it yet, but I've added quite a few extras in there for her, and then an extra pepper. Just because I like to try to give extra for stuff. And then this one was planted by seed in December. So I'm actually pretty excited that it's actually doing as well as it is. Because it was planted in here in this unheated greenhouse in the middle of winter. But yeah, let's take you guys outside and show you what the outside looks like. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Here's some more. Yes, I know. I went overboard. But I've got some of the Get Stuffed, which I saw Jess from Roots and Refuge. She did a video on the Get Stuffed variety, and so I can't wait to see how these guys taste. I've got a couple of plants from those. And then I got more of the early Cascade, some of the Sunrise Bumblebee, more of the yellow pear, and then a black cherry. And then these are some more from the saved seeds that I had from the orange tomato. And then these are Testlands. Their foliage is really pretty as well on these. Alright, that should be it on the ones that are indoors. Let's go check out the ones that are outside. Alright, so we are outside. This is one of my garden beds. And if you notice, I've got to reinforce this wire because it has come apart again. Because I haven't reinforced it since winter. But these guys are what I am calling the sacrifices. These guys are planted out here about a week ago now. So they've had a chance to kind of get a little bit of established. But hopefully they'll do really well. And we won't get a freeze. But 3 of them are the Chadwick cherries. Or one of them is Chadwick cherry, and 3 of them are the Romas. And then this one is a really tiny pear that I kind of threw in here because I was out of room in there for pears, and I just had so many. I just decided to let it go. But that's what's the tomatoes in here. So the rest of the garden beds, these guys are all planted with a few different varieties of things right now. I knew it's a little early, but I just needed to get them in the ground. They were experimental plants. If I have to reseed them, that's fine. It's just zucchini and white scallop squashes. But here is our garden bed. And it just goes. I know, there's tons of them. And then this is the teepee for my nephews that they requested. And it has peas growing on it right now. And then also some beans. And then some more tomatoes because honestly, I stuck some stuff in there from my compost bin. And wouldn't you know, I didn't quite get the heat enough to kill off a lot of the seeds. And more tomatoes popped up. Like I need more tomatoes, right? But then here are some green beans. And then I've also down here, sorry guys. Down here I have the scarlet runner beans and some other variety of beans. And then more tomatoes. Look at all those guys. You see these? Look at all these tomatoes. Look at that. Looks like I'll be pulling stuff. Because I don't really need that many tomatoes. But thanks guys for watching, and coming up in the next probably month I'll do another garden tour and hopefully you can see more of it in its prime. But thanks, and see you guys later.